Welcome back to another episode of
Fab Forward.
I am your host, Angelina Vadillo.
And I'm your co-host, Emerald Tellez. And this is our guest, Daniela Aguas. Woo!
So tell us, Daniela, how did you get to Young Women's Preparatory Academy?
I was in elementary school. My mom was friends with the receptionist. Niece came here and that she did really good and that she ended up going to a good college, so I should come here. And then I applied here to ISH and to like a million schools. And I got in here in an ISH, but I chose here because I thought it was cool that it was all girls. Yeah.
I think it's crazy that you two go way back, right?
Yes.
Do you guys want to talk about that?
So I went to Comstock Elementary with Daniela, and we met in kindergarten. So since then, I followed her to Young Women's Preparatory Academy after we finished elementary.
It's great that you two end up together, that you've gone through like your whole academic life, basically, up until 18 years old. Daniela, do you want to talk to us about how you really came out of your shell and how you're involved in so many things outside of the school? What was your journey?
So when I came here in 6th grade, I had like 3 friends. Like I had my little group and that's it. But then when we got to COVID, I kind of separated from them. And like I had like Yare over there.
Go Yare.
But I had Yare and we would FaceTime each other and do like Chloe Ting workouts and like all that stuff. We would make smoothies. We were in our self-growth era. And then I started doing track. And I met a bunch of people there because my brother was my coach, so he forced me to talk to people. Like he was like, go talk to them right now. And I was like, no. But then he made me go. So then I made a bunch of friends and they were really outgoing. And they would like force me to come out of my shell. It would be like, oh, it doesn't matter what people think. Just do whatever you want. Like, it's not embarrassing unless you make it embarrassing, which now I live by that.
Yeah.
But then I came back to school and I went to a Key Club meeting. And one of the girls used to be on the district board for it, and she asked if anyone wanted to run, and I was super scared. Like I almost didn't raise my hand, but then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna do it. Like you never know what's gonna come out of an opportunity. So I ended up raising my hand and I ran for it, and I did have competition, so I won obviously because I was the only one running. And then I liked this so much because Key Club is like a service organization, and at first I didn't really know what any of that meant. But then I started learning and I did a lot of service projects. Like we did beach cleanups, we did toy drives, book drives, all of that. And then I liked it so much that I kept doing it, and I've been doing it for 4 years. And I've been the only one to do it for all of high school, like in Key Club history or whatever. Being on the district board for 4 years, not like being in Key Club.
And we know that Emerald over here, she was in the SGA. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I am the recording secretary for the District Student Government Association. Essentially, we're like your SGA, but for the entire Miami-Dade County District. And because there are board meetings with the district board, right, we relay any information that students have in the county, like any questions, suggestions, concerns, and we give that information to our student advisor, who then advocates for us in those meetings so that your voices could be heard in a better way. My journey was not easy, as you may say. When I ran, the first time I ran for corresponding secretary my sophomore year so that I could serve my junior year, but I didn't get it, and I was really upset because I felt that I had done a good job. Like my speech was good. When they questioned me, I think I did a good job. People thought I was gonna win, but it's fine. Like if something happens the first time and you don't get it, you should just push and go for the next thing. Like it really does not matter. It helps shape who you are, and that's exactly what I did. I didn't even feel like running for senior year at all, but Miss Manfra, our SGA sponsor, she was like, no, you should do it again. And I was like, you know what, let me give it another try. So then I decided to go for recording secretary, and I actually got the position, and I've been having so much fun. Yeah, you guys should come to our DSGA meetings. We also went through something similar, right? It wasn't all bliss, all like perfect. Can you tell us about running for like the district board? Like,
My first year, I was lieutenant governor, which means that I'm in charge of 10 schools in Miami-Dade. So I was kind of in charge of making sure that they were doing enough service, and if they had any questions or needed ideas, I was there for them. So I was kind of their voice to the bigger counterpart of Key Club. And I did it the same thing the second year. And then I was like, you know what, I want to do something bigger in Key Club. I want to make a bigger effect. And so I ran for Florida District Secretary, which is for all the schools in Florida that have Key Clubs. So it's like 40,000 people that I would have to have a voice for. And so I ran at our district convention in 10th grade, and I lost my election. Even though I had a speech and everything, a lot of people also thought I was younger because I never actually said my grade. So they ended up voting for the person who was older than me. But I was super sad. I was crying because I really wanted it, and I was like, wow, my Key Club journey's over now. Like, that's it. I have nothing else to do with my life. But then they ended up offering me a lieutenant governor position again, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I've already done it twice. I already know how to do it. It's gonna be easy for me. And then I already had the thought of running again for secretary. I was like, I'm not gonna leave without showing that I can actually do it. So then in April this year, I ran again, and I was so nervous when I went on stage. I tried to memorize my speech, and as soon as I said my name, I forgot everything. There for like 20 seconds silent. I was like, and everyone was like cheering me on and whatever. So then I ended up making a whole speech on the spot because I was like, I can't leave like this. And I already thought I lost because I was like, these other people I ran against me knew their whole speech, like they sounded confident, and I was just there standing staring at everyone like about to die. But then I ended up making up my speech, and then people started coming up to me and being like, wow, it's so cool how you were able to like jump back from that after like making a whole mistake, and that it didn't affect you for the rest of your speech and whatever. And they were asking me for tips on public speaking, and I was like, is that like sarcasm or something? Because I literally messed up in front of everyone. But I ended up winning. Yeah. So even with making mistakes and already losing once, and people already knew me as the girl that had lost the year before, I ended up getting it, and now I'm still district secretary. So yeah, resilience is important, and you shouldn't give up because you lost something once or because you didn't get what you wanted, because at the end of the day, you can still do it again, and if you can, then like, good luck, whatever.
try again. Besides the fact that we're all seniors, class of 2025 together, we're all very close. As you can tell, Danny's my best friend, and Angie and Danny have known each other for the longest time. What is it like growing up with each other?
Because this girl had the same book bag as her in elementary school, and one day they switched book bags, and the girl got like the book bag full of like food, milk, all the papers were thrown in there, like all the like craft supplies, everything was in there. And then Angelina, this poor girl, she got her diary, the girl's diary, and read it.
No!
Yes, and then they ended up going back to school and like switching book bags again. And I don't know if the girl ever knew, but like Angelina knew like all her secrets.
That's the lore.
Yeah.
The lore.
I ended up borrowing some of her Shopkins. Yeah. She borrowed some of mine back, so.
No.
Oh, okay. So it was an exchange.
One day this girl started a slime business, and Angelina had her business endeavors. And so she was like, can we join the business? Can we join the business? And the girl kept saying no. But then we ended up joining. Well, not we, her. And they throw the slime up, and it gets stuck on the roof. And it was like stuck there, and it was slowly like oozing
dripping
down. And we were like praying that the teacher wouldn't see, and it just kept dripping and dripping and dripping and dripping. And they got in trouble.
It fell on my shoulder.
Yeah, and slime basically got banned because then it was like super sticky, and they were like trying to get it out.
Cooler. In case you guys didn't know, Angie runs her own businesses. She does. Tell us about your businesses.
I knit. I also do. I'm currently sewing clothes, so I'm making my own clothes, basically designing it. I think that's it. I also do like jewelry and stuff like that, but that's like more of a hobby. My main focus is on the like fashioning. I crochet for a full month, and I don't sell during that time, and then I sell for the whole other month. And then that's where I make my profit.
So that slime story that you're telling us about, it blossomed into something else.
When I was a beginner when I started, so it was very like messy, like what I was making, and people weren't buying it. obviously. But because of that experience, I was like, I'm gonna get better. And when I get better, people are going to buy it. So then I did the link to Etsy. And then that entire process took a few months to like get a roll and like know how to do it more frequently and more smoothly. And because of that, I can get this income, but it's all about the process that gets there. It's not about just where you want to go. You're just looking at that. You can't just look at the point that you're going to get. You have to look at the process.
I also had my business era in elementary school. I started a headband business. Yes, they looked nice, okay. And one day, I made like a bunch. Like my mom went to Nicaragua, she brought headbands, she brought ribbon. I still have that ribbon to this day, like a whole drawer filled with it. And I did a bunch of headbands and I started selling them. But I left. I even had like my own little section at my aunt's jewelry store. Someone came over my house and my mom just happened to be making cookies for like kids, and her kid was there with us and she was like, oh my gosh, those headbands are so pretty, let me buy all of them. And I was like, mind you, I was in 9th grade and I had made these headbands like 6 years prior. So I was like, no way. And then she bought all of them. And she was like, no, keep the headbands and give them to kids and take pictures and send me the pictures. And I was like, wow, that's so sweet.
I also had my era.
She has her era.
Yes.
Currently.
Oh, yes,
She
yes.
currently has her era.
So then, well, no, first I tried to make an Instagram, like, you know, the little Instagrams that are like Danny's Closet, like whatever,
Yeah.
and people sell their stuff. And then I had actually a lot of followers. Well, a lot for like nothing. So like I had like 300, but it was like random people. And like I ended up setting a few things, but I didn't really know how it worked. So I would ask people that already had it, and I would be like, how do you like print a label and whatever. But then somebody told me to get this app Mercari, and I was like, okay. So then I put everything. I haven't sold everything still, but like I still have stuff from like the 4 years ago, like the ugly shirts. But then I started thrifting, and I saw that there was like a bunch of Lululemon and like all these like good brands that people buy at the mall for like $100, and I was like, I can literally sell this for half the price and I'm making profit because I'm buying it for $5. But now that it's Christmas, I'm selling, so I'm going to the post office like every day selling my clothes because people buy it for their family or their friends or whatever. So yeah, so I'm a businesswoman.
Wow.
3 business women here.
Yes.
Oh, who would survive in a zombie apocalypse?
Oh.
I would.
Oh, okay.
What?
I would survive because I've watched every show. I've gone to YouTube. I've watched every.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't know about
Shows
that
literally
either.
are like made up, so even if that happened, you don't know how it would
You
happen.
need to have real life experience.
I know. I think I would survive.
Angie,
Yes.
speaking from experience.
You've been in a zombie apocalypse.
No, but I almost died. Like my tent almost like. Okay, look. I went to Gillette, Wyoming for a camp, right? And we were all camping. There was a storm that was coming and they had no shelter for us. So it's like 60,000 people trying to find shelter in this very small town. La tormenta, the storm comes, and everyone on my camp starts freaking out because we weren't prepared. But I survived.
What does that have to do with?
What does that have to do with
Because it shows that I can survive a natural disaster. Well, so can we.
Zombies?
But in the wild.
I don't understand half of what people tell me. Like, you can explain something to me, and I'm gonna ask you again because I didn't get it.
So you're saying you won't survive a
no?
zombie
Because
apocalypse.
I'm like smart, but I'm a little slow sometimes. So like I wouldn't understand what people tell me.
So
Like,
if you
they'd
see
be
a
like,
zombie-
run that way, and I literally run the direction of the zombie because like I don't know.
So who would
Yeah.
survive?
Both of us.
Anyway, fit check. It's Christmas sweater day. My sweater's from Francesca's.
Ay, qué rico.
My jeans
Yeah, where are they from?
are from Motel Rocks.
Oh,
Where is that?
Angie.
Where is that? It's like online.
Shoes?
My shoes, I don't really know, but they're like orange and green because I'm repping my future school. Go UM! Well, I don't know. If you ever watching this, please accept me. I'm really smart. Thank you.
Come, your fit check. Let's go.
Yes. So, this is from Hot Topic. Amazon. These are from Pink. Okay, and then my shoes.
In the holiday season.
Juicy Couture. Oh. Emmett, your turn.
Now it's time for Emerald.
She's not very Christmassy today, but it's okay.
All right, so I'm wearing my usual
NASA
sweater.
sweater.
My shirt is from
The only shirt she owns. The only
my jeans. Danny actually gave them to me.
shoes. New shoe alert.
Adidas Gazelle.
Adidas. Because of the holiday season, we will be singing All I Want for Christmas.
It's a cover.
Huh?
2, 3.
What I love for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. And that is it for this episode of Fem Forward. If you have any questions, concerns, or
Suggestions.
otherwise, please go to fem_forward at Instagram. It will be linked below.
And reach out to us.
Bye. Thank you for watching. I will be back.
Fem Forward.